Hello and welcome to Makula. Today, we're going to look at how you can upload parts with a bulk import. In Settings, go to Asset Management and Import Data. Here, you select the Parts module. Now, what's important when uploading parts to Makula is that each part needs to have a unique article number. This is mandatory to bring a part into the system. The part name is also required. Once you're uploading a part or importing parts into the system, you can either assign them to products so that all assets created from that product also inherit those parts, or you can individually assign them to asset serial numbers or individual assets, if standard products is not something that you work with. Now, parts can only be assigned to either an asset or a product at a time, meaning if you have standard products, but you also have custom assets, and you want to assign the same part to products and to assets, then you would need multiple line items for that part so that you can then assign it to the respective product and to the respective assets. This can be ignored for now, assigning parts to a product asset bit. You can also add stock to a part when you're bringing it into the system, and just adding a value or having a number in the stock column will just add it to the inventory. Now, a row can either include your asset or product ID for assignment or stock fields, meaning if you wanted to bring in a part, assign it to a product, and you also wanted to bring the stock into the system, then you would have to have, in this case, two line items or two entries for that part, one where it's being assigned to the asset or the product, and the second one where you're adding inventory for that part. Now, one more thing to keep in mind is that if you want, and I think I mentioned this before, but if you want the same part to be assigned to multiple assets, and let's say you don't work with products or standard products at all, and only custom assets, then you will need as many line items for that part with the serial number as many assets that you have that you want to assign that part to. So meaning if you have an article number or part with article number 111, and you want to assign it to four assets, asset A, B, C, and D, then you would have four rows for part 111. 111 with asset ID or asset serial number asset A. The second row with 111 for the article number for the part assigned to asset B, and so on and so forth. Of course, if you want to overwrite existing data with empty fields, you would check this. Or if you want to overwrite existing data with fields that you're bringing in to the system as more like a patch or something that you're updating on parts, then you would check this. Once this is done, you just follow the next steps to bring in your CSV or your Excel file. And then these are steps we've covered in our other import videos, where you just need to ensure that you map the correct items in your Excel import. So you map your Excel columns to the Makula fields that they would then end up being imported into. That's all for how you bring in parts. If there's anything else that you're looking for help on, feel free to check out our other videos. Thank you.